All right. So let's begin today by bringing our awareness to the breath, the tip of the nostrils. Feel the cool air coming in, the warm air being exhaled. As you begin to observe the breath, you may begin to feel it slowing down. You may begin to notice pauses between the breaths. And we're going to set our intention for today on really giving ourselves permission to remain focused on the breath for this session. The breath is something that is usually happening unconsciously. And this is going to be our time to bring conscious awareness to the breath. And this is the perfect time if you have any particular prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself to help you with this practice, you can do that now. Or you can just take a moment to really focus your personal intention. And I'd like to express my gratitude to all of my amazing teachers. Okay. So now let's bring awareness back to the breath at the tip of the nostrils and in the throat. And on the next inhalation, if you could slightly constrict the throat. Imagine the air coming to the point between the eyebrows, circulating through the body. And then when you're ready to exhale, exhale with a sigh. That sigh can be through the mouth as well. So we're inhaling, slightly constricting the throat through both nostrils. Air comes to the point between the eyebrows. We're exhaling with a sigh. Inhaling through the nostrils, slightly constricting the throat. So it's going to make a little snoring sound. To the point between the eyebrows. Exhale with a sigh. And everyone now do a few more rounds at your own pace. Mm. 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 And stop the practice. Pause for a moment, taking the time to have no practice. And now bring your awareness back to the point between the eyebrows. And feel that air coming in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows, exiting through both nostrils. Okay, now we'll stop that practice. And today we're going to do some work with breathing through both nostrils, but we're going to do a slightly different approach. We're going to have this mantra. We're on both hands with the fingers pointing. We're going to place the hands here. And we're going to go back to observing the breath coming in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows and exiting through both nostrils. And now we're going to take this first finger on the right side, cover the right nostril with this first finger, and just inhale and exhale through the left nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Move the right first finger from the nostril, bring the finger back down to your lap. Now bring your left finger up to your left nostril, cover the left nostril, and breathe in and out through the right nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Release the left nostril. And go back to breathing through both nostrils, allowing the air to come up to the point between the eyebrows. Pause, circulate, and come out through both nostrils. And stop the practice. And just sit for a moment. You can release the mudra. Just keep your hands in your lap comfortably. And just sit for a moment. And now let's go for a few rounds of the cobra breathing. So we're going to inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. One more time. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. And stop the practice. Sit for a moment. Okay, now we're going to work with the sectional breathing in 3 parts. We're going to begin by working with the abdomen. So place the hands gently on the abdomen. And just observe the rise and fall of the abdomen. Feel that breath in the abdomen rising and falling under your hands. And just notice how that's happening all by itself. There's nothing you really need to do about it. It's just happening. And now we're going to slightly modify this practice. On the next inhalation, we're going to, instead of just allowing the abdomen to push out, we're going to push, instead of allowing the natural rise of the abdomen, just go a little bit beyond it and just push, work with that natural rise of the abdomen and push a little bit beyond it. And then work with that natural fall of the abdomen, just going a little, pulling a little bit in. So we're not trying to override the natural flow of the breath. We're working with the breath. But just putting, instead of being completely passive, we're just engaging with it just a little bit, active engagement, just a gradual, just a very subtle active engagement with that breath. Okay, now we're going to bring our hands to the chest. And we're going to go back to being passive observers. We're going to feel the breath rise and fall with the chest. We're going back to passive observers. Feel the chest come up under our hands on the inhalation, fall away on the exhalation. Now we're going to slightly modify this practice and we're going to work with the rise of the chest. And on the next time you feel the chest coming up under your hands, just push it out a little extra. When you feel your chest coming down, pull it in just a little extra. So working with the natural rhythm of the breath in the chest. Okay, and now we're going to go to the collarbones. We're going to work with the breath in the collarbones. We're going to bring our fingertips to the collarbones. We're going to go with the collarbones rising and falling under our fingertips. We're going to go back to our passive observation, but this time we're going to observe that breath reflected in the collarbones. Okay, and now we're going to move into we're going to keep working with the breath and the collarbones. We're going to have them rising and we're going to actually push the collarbones up a tad. Next time we feel the collarbones rising naturally under our fingertips, we're going to push them up a tad. Next time we feel them falling, we're going to pull them down a tad. So we're actively engaging with this process. But we're using the natural rhythm of the breath. And we'll stop that practice. And now let's go for the full yogic breathing all the way up and down. We're going to adopt this mudra. Place it here, elbows relaxed. And we're going to breathe up and down. We're going to inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the collarbones. Pause. Exhale, drop the collarbones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. Pause. Inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the collarbones. Pause. Exhale, drop the collarbones, drop the chest, contract the abdomen. Pause. And everyone now continue some more rounds at your own pace. and stop the practice. We'll just sit quietly for a moment. And thank you for joining.